Disclaimer: all the character incidents are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this FF, so don't compare with your own life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. Once heard footsteps. She looked over her shoulder, fear gripping her. The stalker was still behind her, following her. Her heart raced. But the man was still there, following her closely, fear gripping her chest, making it hard to even breathe. What should I do? With her shaky hands, she tried to unlock her phone, but she couldn't focus enough to unlock it. What if he catch me? Her mind raced. The rain started falling. She felt completely alone in the dark street. Please, someone help. Her eyes widened when she saw him. Jungkook, her rival, the CEO of Jeon Company, who was standing while leaning against the door of his car, with a between his lips. The guy she couldn't stand. He was always teasing her, always competing with her. But right now, he was her last hope. While taking a deep breath, Ryan ran to him and grabbing his arm, pulling herself into his chest. Please, her voice shaking. Someone is following me. Just pretend we're here together. Please. Jungkook got frozen. What are you? Someone is following me. Please help me. His expressions changed as he looked up and he saw him. Before he broke the hug and could do something, the guy looked at her for the last time and rushed back. He broke the hug to catch him. Hey! He even rushed behind him, but he was gone. He walked back to her. He could see the way Ryan was shivering. Are you alright? She cleared her throat and nodded. Yeah. Looking at her. Then he took off his coat and put it on her shoulder. You're crazy. You need to hire the guards for your protection. But you just wanted to compete with me. Her heart raced, but she looked at him with no emotions on her face. Thanks for your help. The rain started coming harder. Jungkook sighed and opened the car door. Get in, I'll drop you to your house. Thanks, but I don't need. Do you want to stay here in the rain? She looked around and cleared her throat, but stopped arguing and got in the car. Ryan hesitated but then nodded. Okay. He drove her to her house and then came back to home. As he was about to step out, he saw her phone laying on the seat. Damn. Placing her phone on the table, he went inside the room. After a few minutes later, he stepped out of his room and returned to the living room. But he noticed the phone screen lighting up with the new messages. He walked and picked up her phone. Let's see who is messaging her. But his eyes caught the words on the screen, make his heartbeat stopped. You can't hide from me, babe. You think you can run from me? I'm coming to your house. Jungkook frozen, his heart racing. What the? He muttered and read the message again. His eyes widened. It was not a joke. It was from an unknown number, and the first person came in his mind was that stalker. His jaw clenched as he imagined Ryan alone in her home. Ryan. He quickly got up while grabbing his car keys. Jungkook didn't waste a second and ran to his car. Ryan was feeling tired, so she fell asleep on the couch. She felt something touching her cheeks. She shot up her eyes, opened her eyes, and her heartbeat stopped seeing that guy in the front of her eyes, who was following her few hours ago. Finally awake, he said in a low voice, Ryan's body frozen in fear. Her throat dried. She tried to scream, but no word came out. Her mind raced. You think I would leave you alone? Did you? He said, tilted his head as if studying her. You have been running away from me so long. But you can't run anymore. Tears fell down in her eyes. She tried to move, but he pressed her back into the couch. Stay away from me. But he just laughed, leaning more closer. Oh, babe, don't make this harder than it has to be. I told you can't hide from me. He pulled the handle before he knocked the door. As he thought, the door was already unlocked. Oh my god, please leave me. His heart dropped. Ryan! She glanced around the room, searching for anything. He was trying to hovering over her. Her eyes filled with tears. She was trying to push him. Just then someone grabbed his elbow and pushed him aside. He fell on the floor. When are you okay? Jungkook. Her lips trembled. She couldn't even speak properly. Help me. That man sat up from the floor. His expression twisted in anger as he glared at Jungkook. Who the you are? Jungkook turned to him. The guy who is going to make you sure never come near her again. Jungkook clenched his fists and jumped on him. He grabbed the man by his collar and slammed him against the wall. She felt her eyesight getting blurry, and within a second, she got fainted. But she saw him. Jungkook was sitting in the chair, his elbow resting on his knees. Jungkook, she muttered. He quickly looked up. You are awake? And he got up and quickly walked to her. Where I am, looking around my house. You got fainted and I couldn't leave you alone after what just happened, so I brought you here. He he quickly sat in the front of her, holding her hands to calm her down. Calm down, he got arrested. Her breathed faster. He pulled himself closer to her and hugged her. It's okay, don't be scared, I'm here. She wrapped her arms around him. Just breathe. After a few minutes later, she broke the hug. You can help me. Yep. You carried me here and who changed my clothes? Yep, I carried you here. And who changed my clothes? You think me like this? Maid, she changed your clothes. She took a breath of relief. Thank you once again. You didn't have to thank me. I was not going to let anything happen to you. Well, I'm going to sleep. My room is just next to yours. It's 1 a.m., so get rest. Thankfully, you are fine. Her heart raced. No, don't leave me alone. I'm scared. Please, just stay here with me. He held her hand. Oh, okay, don't be scared. I'm here. She cleared her throat. I'm sorry, I don't wanted to bother you, but you're the only one who know. Hey, don't cry. I'm here. I'm here. Who said you're bothering me? I know. We hate each other's and now you. Wait a minute. He squinted his eyes. Who said I hate you? Her heart skipped a beat as he gripped her hand softly. Stop thinking like that. Always in our work at one side, but right now you needs me. You are not bothering me. Got it? Get rest. I'm not going anywhere. She laid on the bed. He was sitting beside her. After that night, everything between Wai and Jungkook changed. The rivalry slowly faded away when Jungkook carried her home and stayed by her side, make sure she is safe. Something in her heart shifted. Days turned into weeks. They became rivals to friends. They even worked on a project together. But with each passing day, Wai found it harder to ignore the way her heart faltered when he smiled at her, or the way his voice sent shiver down her spine when he spoke her name. Jungkook also started to feel the same for her. And now, after a month of working together, they were here at a party. One felt a little nervous as she stepped inside. She looked around, trying to find someone she knew. Then her eyes stopped. Jungkook, her heart skipped a beat. He was standing there holding a drink in his hand and laughing with a group of people. His black shirt rolled up at his sleeves, showing his tattoos. Ryan's breath hitched for a second. She couldn't believe how different things felt now. A month ago, they could barely stand each other's and always competing. But now, I'm falling harder and harder in love with him. Jungkook looked up and saw her. He smiled. Hey! And he walked to her. Hi. Trying to hide her nervousness while talking with him. I didn't think you would come, but what a surprise. He looked at her. And you look amazing. Her cheeks flash pink. Thanks. You look good too. Just good, not great. She rolled her eyes, but a smile of escaped her lips. Fine, you look great. Happy now? Jungkook laughed and glanced at the dance floor. Then back at Ryan. Wanna dance? Me dance? I don't think that's a good idea. Come on. He chuckled softly. I won't let you fell. She smiled, lowered her gaze, and few minutes passed. He spoke again. Why you are so quiet? Are you thinking something? I was just thinking how different things are now between us. He smiled and they danced in silence. After a few minutes later, he spoke again. I'm glad we are not rivals anymore. Yep, because now we are more than rivals. You mean enemies. He smirked and tilted his head near her ear. I mean, secret lovers? Her heart skipped a beat. What are you saying? He removed her hand from her waist. Do you think it's a business party where I invite them? What do you mean? She was confused. As he stepped back, other people get back to their seats. One looked at Jungkook in confusion. What are you doing? He picked up the mic and spoke. Hello, my dear friends. Today I invite you here in this party because today I'm going to confess my love to someone. He said every single word while staring at me. I felt my heart raced. I know what's coming next. I was not prepared for this. Glancing at you, her heart skipped a beat. I never knew that girl to whom I always compete, to whom I can't stand, will ever be something special to me. Right now, I swear I can back if you want. I love you, Ryan. She startled when she heard others when they cheers up. Will you be my girlfriend? She walked to him and then she spoke. Get up. His smile dropped and he slowly got up. Ryan. She took the mic from him. Do you think you have to arrange this party just to propose me when I'm already yours? Ryan at least listen. His mouth opened when he realized what she just said. Wait, you are saying yes? Yes, or you plan all this while thinking I would say no. He chuckled, but his eyes stared up. He stepped closer to her, pulling her in his arms, and he shook his head. That's it for today. The end. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. Tada. Bye bye. See you.